All right.
When you see them, it's like they just, we go through and I have them all underneath, but they're not in order.
Oh, all right.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You'll be all right. The kids will be fine. They don't need to see their names.
Okay.
And there's some intermingled.
There's a work in there.
Yeah, there's some Guys, scoot down and sit to make sure we're all set on seats. Stand up. I'm a little nervous though. This first row looks like they had a 20. I counted 20.
20 in?
Celine is smarter than I thought. What was wrong with you? Oh, with Marwa, yeah.
So all they did. Oh, I was shocked. I thought for sure.
Tommy, can you have them stand? Yeah, right behind you. Have them stand up.
What's in Jeff's shoebox?
Behind you. Yeah, have them stand up. Next to him, Yeah.
What's in the shoebox?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Can we find out? I'll watch it.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, wait, that's what you did from the podium.
Jeff has a shoebox. Any idea?
I know it's in the shoebox.
I'll go find out.
Jules.
Okay, but both of you guys need to stand like this.
I'm going to announce you as Page Award winner Vanessa Alvin.
Yeah, you know what?
Just so you know, you're going to get your proper due. You want me to say like future Grammy nominees?
No.
Future Tony Award winner?
Vanessa Alvin.
What's your name again?
Oh my God.
Celine? What? I don't know. I can't hear it. I'm sorry. I'll just make one up. I'll figure. At least I didn't swear. That happened last year. What's in the? Do we? No, no. But you can hear me with it. Yeah, I heard. They told me. Do you want? It's not. You want something so it doesn't blow away? Nah, it'll be. You got it? Yeah. Okay.
Shoes are in the shoebox.
What? What? Seriously, shoebox.
Oh my gosh.
Shoes in the shoebox.
Showing all the things.
No, the other one. With our back towards them.
No, back towards the boys.
Right.
Yep. Forgot to tell you.
Then he yelled at us like he did different thing. He's like, turn around and face me.
Mrs. Ray?
Pull you up. Pull the cord.
Graduates, you may be seated.
Under an hour.
It's Dr. Medina. It's Dr. Parents, community members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2017, welcome to the Crestwood High School commencements. At this time, I would like to call up Page Award winner Vanessa Elzane. At this time, graduates, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
So scared.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Awesome. You nailed it, kiddo. You nailed it. Another round of applause for Vanessa. Great job.
That's fine. Good evening. I'm Dr. Lorraine Van Valkenburg, the superintendent of the Crestwood School District. It is with great pride that I welcome all of you here this evening, but especially the ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2017. Yes. I would like to introduce the individuals on the stage. To my right, the Director of Class Activities, Mrs. Jennifer Ray. The Assistant Principal, Mrs. Tara Woodruff. Assistant Principal, Mr. Joel Fabris. And of course, our Principal, Mr. John Tefelsky, Dr. John Tefelsky. We have our Central Office Administrators, Director of Business Operations, Mr. Brian April. And our Director of Curriculum, Dr. Richard Klee. Our Board of Education members, President Donna Ansonik and Vice President Mrs. Colleen Krasanik are a bit under the weather this evening and will be with us, but are saddened because they could not be here to honor our graduates. We have with us tonight the Secretary of the Board of Education, Mrs. Lynn Sinia, Treasurer, Mr. Ed Garcia, Trustee, Mr. Kevin Sauve, Trustee, Mrs. Nadia Berry. On behalf of everyone here tonight, our congratulations and very best wishes. Oh, my apologies. Trustee, Mrs. Sue Kaminsky. Oh. She's on my list. Blame my bad eyes. I am sorry. On behalf of our of everyone here tonight, our congratulations and very, very best wishes to our graduating class of 2017. And now, I would like to introduce the class president, Asil Kanza.
Elena? Taplin. Oh, it's my leg if I'm talking too fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Get it.
Yeah, get that farther down. There we go. Okay.
Got it.
Thank you. Okay. Unified. Trailblazers. Spirited. Determined. Memorable. Each of these words demonstrates very different, yet very undisputed characteristics of this class, the class of 2017. Unified. While sitting in the back of my college prep algebra and geometry class, I was thinking of a way to make our senior status shirts representative of our grade. The first word that came to mind was family. In our 4 years at Crestwood High School, we've shared the halls with 6 different graduating classes. Although each of these classes offered something to be learned, our class taught me the biggest lesson of high school. It taught me that 350 people can. We can get in the holiday spirit and organize pictures with Santa. I learned that Santas come in all shapes, sizes, and even colors. We can all pull through the terrible epidemic that is senioritis. As far as I know, the cure for it has yet to be discovered, but we'll leave that for our MIT acceptees to figure out. We can look past the fact that we have heat in the spring and summer and air conditioning in the winter to still pick Crestwood as our favorite school 11 out of every 10 times. In our friendly and not so friendly encounters with neighboring schools, I have never seen a class defend each other as quickly and as instinctively as the class of 2017. We're all bound by our unbreakable devotion that is being a Crestwood Charger. We stand united even after choosing our own paths for college. As our more famous counterparts, the East High Wildcats, would say, we're all in this together.
Okay. Trailblazers, April 12th, 2016. I'm sorry to everyone in the audience who knows what happened on that date, but thankfully it's over. For those of you who don't know, this was the first time many of us experienced a new SAT. I'm sure our parents probably remember this more than the students, since all I recall from that week is my mom constantly asking me, Yara, when are you going to start studying? As a class, we dealt with the unknown and tackled it head on. The underclassmen have looked to us for information and to get our opinions on the tests, although, as mentioned earlier, we don't enjoy reliving that moment of our lives. As a class, we've created traditions at Crestwood. One of the best memories of my past 4 years here is going into Kroger with a group of 5 of my friends looking for someone to marry us on video, the road rally. Several of you in the audience probably remember looking everywhere in Dearborn for a payphone, or that hotel room number 512, or just getting pictures with random families eating dinner around town. You might also remember my team winning the second time. But that's besides the point. We started something. We passed on this and several other ideas to the underclassmen, which will be continued in the future. This was the start of something new. We had classes like AP Capstone and AP Calculus BC added, and one student even built a pond for Crestwood. In general, we left a mark and we made Crestwood how it is. The class of 2017 did something.
Spirited. The beating of feet on the home bleachers, chanting, "You wish you were a Charger," and cheering on our athletes. Whether we're up by 7 or down by 21, we've all been there. Being a senior in those bleachers is a different feeling. There's something in the air that makes you enjoy just being around all of your classmates. No matter the weather, our home games were never empty. We as a class set the bar for what the spirit level should be at every class event. And the other classes followed in our steps. Our class does not like to lose, and that translates to the spirit and effort we put into everything we do. Whether it's homecoming pep rally or getting the school hyped for a blue out, the seniors never fail to bring the school together. Everyone always waits for high school to be done with, but when you run through the banner in your last homecoming rally, you find yourself wishing that the time would slow down. The bittersweet feeling of walking to prom in that outfit you've been saving for months, or some of you bought the day of. Altogether, the most important piece of the puzzle that is prom would be the people you've spent the last 4 years making memories with. All the anticipation is dispersed into the room when the doors open.
Okay. All right. Determined. After spending 4 months staring at the most beautiful Nemo and learning how to make flowers for the first time, the judging ceremony of our first full building didn't go as planned. We placed second between all the grades, which is definitely an accomplishment for freshmen, but not for us. As a grade, we expected nothing less than first. Sophomore year was a repeat, and we faced the same disappointment. Typically, high schoolers would give up after 2 losses, but the class of 2017 would not give in. Junior year, we challenged the seniors with possibly the most detailed flow Crestwood has ever seen, and finally won first place in the Spirit Jug that year. I remember holding up the Spirit Jug and watching the juniors roar in the crowd as the seniors stood confused as to how we managed to one-up them. Although we had achieved our goals junior year, we didn't want to just win senior year and continue our legacy. We wanted to change the game. We were going to make a float that spun. 17-year-olds worked together and spent sleepless nights planning how the ace in the center of our Avengers float would move without using a motor. For everyone in the crowd who doesn't know what this requires, it's a lot of work. It's not a usual task. The parade came, and with the ingenuity of a few students, and most definitely a miracle, the mechanism worked. We won for the second year in a row, and took home the Spirit Jug without any competition. We are unstoppable. We are unbelievable. We are the class of 2017.
Memorable. When you walked through Crestwood for the first time and you couldn't tell the difference between the social studies hall and the language arts hall. I remember hearing tales of which teachers were the meanest, only to find out that they were probably the sweetest ones. I remember completely failing when trying to spell victory for the first time at our pep rally, and then having Dr. Shafalski let us try again out of pity. I remember the smell of waffles radiating throughout the halls during the Apes Waffle Party. I remember the bus ride to Cedar Point and how much fun we all had singing whatever song happened to be blaring through the speakers. I remember hearing the first few beats of our senior class song start to play at prom, and how everyone wordlessly linked up in a circle and felt the words, "I swear I lived," take them back to their favorite memories. Now when I walk through the halls, I know this building like the back of my hand. I could walk through it with my eyes closed. This building we've gone to for high school has become a second home for most of us. We have a second home, and we've made a second family with each other. We will remember every student, security guard, janitor, teacher, and administrator that impacted us. And I hope that they'll remember us as well.
We cannot begin to put into words how thankful we are for the Crestwood community we've been surrounded by for these 4 years. To the often unrecognized but most deserving custodians, your hard work did not go unnoticed. To the Board of Education and administrators, your demeanor set the best examples for us to look up to while we were impressionable high schoolers. To our teachers, you've done the hardest task. You've taught us. Whether it was the educational lesson that day or a life lesson, you were there to help us through it. To the counselors who worked with us from our first day to our last and everything in between, you've pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves possible. And last but not least, to the parents of the senior class, you are our lifeline at home and raised us to be the respectful individuals we are today. To everyone mentioned and many more, you're the reason we're standing here today. You're the reason we'll be successful in the future. Every one of you played a role in our success, and we hope that someday we can repay you. We entered these halls as freshmen to now leave 4 years later as seniors, carrying as much experience as possible to help us through our newest journey as freshmen again. To the class of 2017, the future awaits you. Are we? No? Okay.
Calm down, guys. Relax.
I would now like to call up the class of 2017 valedictorian, Yara Komaya. You got it, buddy?
Okay. One of the greatest cinematic productions of all time is the story of a young girl who changes her appearance in order to pass as a man in hopes of replacing her aging father in the draft. Mulan. Mulan has been a role model to me since the age of 9, when I realized how strong she was. Regardless of the pressures set on her by society and the pressures that stem from pretending to be someone you're not, Mulan perseveres. She faces hardship, yet overcomes it. She also happens to end up with the best-looking prince of them all, so that was another plus. Mulan taught me many lessons. Our journey into the unknown starts in a few hours. After we walk across the stage, accepting the diploma that has been dangling in front of us for the last 13 years of our lives. In a few hours, when we shift this obnoxious tassel to the left, we'll become different. In a few hours, when we throw our caps up into the air, we will also have metaphorically thrown all that we have ever known. In a few hours, we'll be taking off our graduation gown and hanging it in our closet, never to be worn again. Everything will have ended, but simultaneously, everything will have started. Next year, some of us will continue our education in a completely different setting, while others of us may be joining the workforce, or a few even the armed forces. Regardless of the path we take, the lessons we've learned up to now will continue with us. Reminiscing on my past, there's one recurring theme. It's the lesson Mulan taught me. Failure is never the end. After failing, one must pick themselves up and try again. When thinking about my past failures, a ton of memories stick out, but one outshines the rest. I remember all the way back to 4th grade, to a slightly chubbier and shorter version of myself, who was extremely passionate about taking charge, similar to today. At the time, my class was erupting with excitement over the school elections. A very confident Yara ran for vice president. Her class wouldn't nominate her for president, so she got stuck with VP. But I mean, she was so likable and sweet and kind and funny and smart, so obviously she'd win. Much to her disappointment, Yara was running against a certain quadruplet who made elections harder than she expected. Voting day came and poor Yara lost. She should have known she was going to lose when her opponent passed out gum to everyone in the class. They definitely knew the way to a 4th grader's heart and ballot. Crushed and heated about the results, Yara went home. Young Yara went home, not current Yara. I still remember that day vividly, because it was one of the first times I really wanted something, but it didn't go as planned. I sat in my room thinking to myself about how stupid I'd been to run, and how I'd never embarrass myself like that again. I also swore off gum that night. Thankfully, 4 years later, when class officer positions were being discussed for 9th grade, I knew I wanted to run. This time, I changed things up a little and ran for treasurer. As you probably noticed by the fact that I was helping and give this class officer speech only a few minutes ago, I won. My decision to run was one of the best decisions I've made in my 17 years of existence. And although I knew how terrible losing would feel, I also ran a risk, realizing how amazing it would be. I had been pushed down previously, but decided to get back up and try again. I've continued to use the same mindset in everything I've tried. I expected to make varsity tennis my sophomore year, but got pushed down to JV. I wasn't that good. Yet still played my heart out during the season to get moved up for some matches during the year. I got rejected from many scholarships, yet still wrote endless amounts of essays to eventually win some that were more significant than my rejections. I got cut from the basketball team, not once or twice, but 3 times. Yet I still tried out annually only to make it on my 4th try. I'm not entirely sure if that was out of pity or actual improvement, but nevertheless I found that being persistent is the key to real success. In the coming years, we will each face failure, whether it be on our first exam in the fall, or through a rejection from an internship we really wanted, or even just not knowing how to do one of the problems on our problem sets. Life will get hard, but we can all get through it. We can try, again, maybe facing failure for the second time, but maybe not. The greatest minds in history are only remembered today because of their effortless ability to try again, even after the words game over get in the way. From Gandhi to Martin Luther King Jr. to Einstein to Steve Jobs to Lin-Manuel Miranda to Eric Bachman from Silicon Valley to Mulan. Each of their stories teaches this necessary lesson, and your success story will too. The road to success isn't always a smooth one, but as the emperor from Mulan, the greatest movie of all time, said, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of them all." There have been many people in my life who helped me down the road, and I'd like to thank them for shaping me into who I am today. Thank you to my parents, Muhammad and Abir at Maiha. At an early age, you instilled in me that I could do and be anything that I wanted, regardless of what everyone else thought. I love you both endlessly, and please wipe away those tears. I'm just graduating. Thank you, Mikey, for being the best older brother I could have asked for. You are by far the most intelligent person I've ever met, and I hope to one day live up to all that you are. Thank you, Saad and Hala, for being the typical obnoxious little sisters who can drive me nuts while still being the 2 people I could never imagine my life without. Thank you to Nano, Ahmed, and Alushi for quite literally being my second family and constantly looking for only the best for me. To my teta, who's out of town for graduation, but will no doubt be watching a video of this in Lebanon, Yaret Kenfika Tunemana. I wish you were here with us right now. You can't get through 13 years of school without great friends, so thank you to Diala, Farah, Mira, Zakia, the NHS Executive Board, and the tennis team for always being there for me. Oh, and the class of 2017 officers, where are you at? Oh, and Fatty, wherever you're at. You guys too. I love you all. Okay, I don't know how you guys were able to stand me. To Ms. Johns, I wouldn't be half of who I am today if it weren't for your constant pushing and motivating. You are the best mentor a girl could ask for, and I know next year will be strange without seeing you every day at 6:20 a.m. To Ms. Ray, Thank you, thank you, thank you. My high school experience was shaped around Student Congress, and I'm glad that little girl in me didn't decide to give up and not run for a position. Otherwise, I'd have been deprived of your extreme presence. To Ms. Hamadi, I can owe almost all my senior year accomplishments to you. You're my on-call counselor and friend throughout the year. To all the Ms. Yazinchaks, Ms. Jandrowskis, Ms. Houses, Mr. Maraviases, Mr. Slomas, Ms. Johnsons, Mr. Matozos, Ms. Shuris, and any other teacher and administrator that's been there for me, you've been role models to me for all my life. Each one of you has taught me a different lesson that I will keep with me for the next 4 years and on. Thank you. And thank you to the class of 2017, who I have no doubt will be the flowers that bloom regardless of the hardships they face, leaving behind them a path of success and glory. We made it.
Thank you, Yara. I don't know about that see you in a few hours talk, though, Yara. Come on. Next up, the salutatorian, one of the salutatorians for the class of 2017, Nadine Abdelhak. Got it?
Yep.
Ever since I was a little girl, I have been fascinated by something quite ordinary. Every day we are surrounded by this, but fail to recognize its worth. It's light. See, for me, it's not the actual light, but what it represents. To me, light is that moment when you find your drive, when you find who you are, and most importantly, when you decide what you want to contribute to this world. All of us know we have potential, but I would like to say that our potential is not limited. We are all blessed with people who light up our lives. For me, they are my mother and father, my sisters Zainab and Shireen, and finally my brothers Abe and Ahmed. Not only did they help me realize my potential, but they taught me the promise of a pencil. In the future, there will be times where it seems that your light has been switched off. Remember the people who help you shine through the darkness. And most importantly, remember that light is inescapable. Just like how we can't escape the night turning into day. Light will always find its way back as long as you do everything that is necessary to reach your goal. You have the hearts, you have the brains, and you have the work ethic. And over the past 4 years, I've realized that you all have the character. So that is why you will all succeed. When you say something, say it with confidence, because although we're all 17 or 18 years old, our voices need to be heard. We are the future. It is up to us to bring about change when we see a need for one. Be fearless, be brave, be brilliant. I wish you well, class of 2017, and may your light forever shine.
You're not graduating yet, Nadine. Give it a sec, all right? Listen. Next up, salutatorian Sandra Dubasi. Got it? Don't want it to blow away. Put your hand on it.
Okay. I still remember always looking at the top of my elementary school yearbook, seeing class of 2017, and always thinking how far away 2017 really was, and how now, suddenly, all those years have flashed right before our eyes. From swinging on the playground and jump roping back in 2006, to going to the Tigers game and fun cruise in 6th grade in 2012, to prom night in 2017, we're finally here, guys. We're graduating. And as we continue growing and learning, 5 years down the road, 10, and then 20, we must find what makes us happy and what our true purpose in life is. Whatever path or career you decide to take, make sure you always ask yourselves, are you doing it for some kind of award or admiration, or are you doing it because you genuinely want to grow as a person and help those around you? We must maintain perspective and know what we want out of every activity we're doing. Oftentimes, we have to look past the self-satisfaction and rewards we gain from certain decisions and careers. Taking AP classes for the higher GPA or to get the early release, or participating in certain internships just to have another activity to list on your Common App. Even if countless numbers of service hours and a high GPA didn't place you into your first choice college, the real values are found in the lessons we've learned from these experiences and the people we've helped. The real lessons are learned during our lowest points and how we're able to rise back up. Success, though important, is only temporary. We are remembered by the good we do, by those we impact and those we help. And I believe we all have a purpose on this earth to do something, to make a difference. And if you don't get up and do it, no one ever will. Volunteering, giving back, making a difference, throughout your life, these three things should remain constant. It's in these experiences and these trials that you truly discover yourself. We take up internships, exposing us to the passions we'd like to spend a lifetime working on. We find jobs, developing our own work ethic, and purpose in life. We help our older neighbors rake their leaves, seeing how life always comes full circle and gaining happiness from helping others. Though we sometimes are looking to be awarded and praised for our work, the real value comes from the newly discovered life lessons and knowing you've made a difference. And you want to know the best example? Look at our parents. All the practices and competitions they've driven us to, all the times they went out of their way to buy us poster boards or chips for a school party last minute, and all the times they'd stay up to help us with our assignments, even though we've probably had like a week or two to get them done. Every time they put our needs over theirs. And 10 years into the future, most of us will be starting our own families, and we'll remember to make those same sacrifices they did for us, not only because it benefit us personally, but also those we love. With that said, I'd like to thank all of our families, parents, siblings, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, everyone, and friends for coming today. Thank you to our family who has supported us for these past 13 years and long before that. And a special thank you to my own mom and dad and Hannah and Sammy and everyone who's here. Thank you so much for loving me and for always helping me throughout the way and for always helping me see the bigger picture. Thank you to all the teachers and administrators and counselors. Without you guys, we'd honestly not know what we'd be doing. Thank you for all the time and knowledge you've given us, even long after our classes had ended, and for encouraging us to always make a mark on this world. And a big thank you to all of you, our very own class of 2017, my friends, who've always encouraged me to go out of my comfort zone and have provided me with memories that will last a lifetime. I'd like to thank all of you for always believing in me no matter what, and for making me the person standing before you today. And most importantly, I'd like to thank God for the continuous blessings, big and small, that have followed me throughout the years. I'd like to congratulate all of you, and bless all of you, on what you've been able to accomplish. To congratulate you on the obstacles you've overcome, to the knowledge you've gained, to the successes and even some failures you're bound to have in the future, and to all the good you'll one day do. Though this might be the end of our story here at Crestwood, the legacy of our class, the class of 2017, will carry on. And let me be the first to thank you for all the good you'll one day do. Though it's hard to think about, one day we're not always going to be here on earth. And one day all that will be left of us will be written on our graves, 1999 or 98 or whatever year, through whatever year it may be. And that dash in between those lines, that little dash, will be worth your whole life. And it's in those moments that you do good, and through those lives that you touch throughout your own life, that will make that dash worth it. Thank you so much.
And now to give the Board of Education address, Mr. Ed Garcia.
You need a water? No. Just got to make sure I can see. I need my glasses. Good evening. Oh, I'm short though. There we go. I think that'll do. I was told I had 15 minutes. Oh, I'm just kidding. First of all, let me say thank you. What wonderful words from the students here who are now young adults in encouraging all of you here into the future. Good evening and welcome to the Crestwood High School, home of your Crestwood Chargers, and the 2017 commencement ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Education, we would like to welcome our Charger parents, our distinguished Crestwood staff, and of course our honorable guest. This day has finally come. You have taken time to prepare, and I'm sure it has been a roller coaster ride of emotions for you and your families. It's a moment of celebration, crowning achievements with hopes for the future and reflections on the past. High school graduation sparks excitement and should also invite our graduates to dream, but most importantly, dream big. Remember as you travel that road, that long road and winding road, that you will have success and failures. It's there for all of us. But most importantly, take pride and be proud of who you are. Work hard to do the best. Take pride in your achievements and take pride in your failures. Live your life and live life and enjoy the rich traditions and cultures that you have and share those with others. Remember, leave a legacy. What do you want people to remember about you? What will be your mark on society? Work hard to achieve your dreams and fear not when it comes to failure. Those are always there, but never give up on the good fight. And a quote from Mark Twain, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you do. So throw off your bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in the sail, and remember, explore, dream, and discover. Again, on behalf of the Board of Education and myself, we wish you the very best, inshallah, to all of you.
All right, people. Thanks, Husseini. I appreciate that one. Thanks for the shout-out. Okay. It is time for the Class of 2017 roll call. Okay. Come on up, Yara. Oh no. This is going to be your crowning academic moment of your entire life, Yara. You should be perfect.
Wait, take your time, 1 second.
Yara Komaya.
Take a picture.
Yara Komaya. I'm just kidding. Sandra Dubaisi.
Congratulations.
Nadine Abdelhak. Shireen Abdelhak. Elena Ali. Helena Monolitis. Helena Monolitis. Jennifer Perilla. Jennifer Perilla. Asil Kansa. Asil Kanza. Manal Al-Zubaidi. Manal Al-Zubaidi. Sarah Mala. Sarah Mala. Sabrina Nimi. Sabrina Nimi. Iman Gandour. Iman Gandour. Noel Hamid. Hiba Dafi. Hiba Dafi. Medina El Zayat. Medina El Zayat. Natalie Miller. Hold on, we'll wait for the plane to pass. It's loud. You want your parents to hear you? Yeah? Sarah Husseini. Sarah Husseini. Zainab Choker. Zainab Choker. Rima Turfy. Haley Cruz? Yes. Haley Cruz. Tyler Sabah? Yes. Tyler Sabah. Jamil Salah. Jamil Salah. Avery Martinez. Avery Martinez. Shibli, congratulations. Avery, congratulations. Stephen Mustafa Shibli. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Rami Elamin. Rami Elamin. But I love you too. Hisham? Hisham Abdullah. Ali Wassam Un. Got it? Ali Wassam Un. Hussein Hamadi. Hussein Hamadi. Hassan Fawaz. Hassan Fawaz. Ali Baidoun. Ali Baidoun.
Muhammad Kashish. Kashish. Oh, sorry, Ali Kashish.
Ali Kashish.
Sorry, buddy. Hadi Al Sayed.
Hadi El Sayed.
Bilal Bazi.
Bilal Bazi. Michael Hamid.
Muhammad Sayed.
Muhammad Sayed. Nader Ali.
Muhammad Anani.
Muhammad Anani.
Congratulations, buddy. Take this time on BT.
Bilal Talib. Hadi El Sheikh.
Fatty Rayan.
Fatty Rayan.
Mira Ghazali.
Mira Ghazali.
Farah Shama.
Farah Shama.
Nora Isa.
Nora Isa.
Diana Nugent.
Diana Nugent.
Kimberly Nugent Fan.
Kimberly Nugent Pham.
Nadine Ashkar.
Nadine Ashkar.
Ryan Whalen.
Ryan Whalen. Sarah Kanza.
Dayala Shamoud. I get it?
Dayala Shamut.
Said it 100 times over the last 4 years. Silva Haydar.
Silva Haydar.
Lena Hakim.
Lena Hakim.
Jenna Darwish. Congrats, Jenna.
Jenna Darwish.
Oh, man. Suzanne Irani.
Suzanne Irani.
Miriam Adibi.
Miriam Adibi.
Reem Farhat.
Reem Farhat.
Hiba Abdullah.
Hiba Abdullah.
Aya Bazi.
Aya Bazi.
Tasneem Douglas.
Tasneem Douglas.
Nawa Badawi.
Nawa Badawi.
Naveen Baidoon.
Naveen Baidoon.
Tommy Hammond.
Tommy Hamid.
Alan Hammond.
Alan Hamid.
Adam Joma.
Adam Joma.
Jalen Barnett.
Jalen Barnett.
Moody, my man. Mohammed Ali Mekdad.
Mohammed Ali Mekdad.
Oscar, can I get a few words?
Robbie Canabar.
Robbie Canabar.
Ali Saba. Congrats, Saba. I'm glad you made it back, my man.
Ali Sabah.
Mahmoud Maki.
Mahmoud Maki.
Jamal Maki.
Jamal Maki. Jalal Baidoon.
Ali Sob.
Ali Sob.
Ahmed Jalul.
Ahmed Jalul. Abdul Bitar.
Assam Dahar.
Islam Daher.
Hyder El Zarufi.
Hyder El Zarufi.
Nasib Habhab.
Nasib Habhab.
Hold on.
Abraham Baidoon.
Abbas, my man.
Abbas Hamoud.
Dylan Sarton.
Dylan Sarton.
Alexander Lake. Congrats, Alex. I'm glad you came, my man.
Alexander Lake. Shakia Edwards.
Maya Barnes.
Maya Barnes.
Tia Washington.
Tia Washington.
Nayana Coleman.
Nayana Coleman.
Jenna Nugent.
Gina Nugent.
Did I say? Gina Nugent. Tatiana.
Tatiana Rodriguez.
I'm rattled now. You guys got me? I need to take a minute. Hang on a sec. Give me 1 second. Batul Fawaz.
Batul Fawaz.
Yisha.
Yisha Patel. Just give me 1 second, okay? Dalia Casabilla, right? Casabilla. Dalia Casabilla. Diha Doha Shamut. Doha Shamut. Congratulations. Linda Hashem. Linda Hashem. Saba Busi. Irina Zapatny. Irina Zapatny. Zainab El Twage. Zainab El Twage. Juliana Baidoon. Juliana Baidoon. I'll give you a second. I'll take a sip of water. Relax. You got it. You can just hold it if you want. You can put it on. Mariam Dahi. Mariam Dahi. Sozin El Mohammed. Right? Sozin El Mohammed. Sozin El Mohammed. Layal Mohammed. Layal Mohammed. Deanna Madarani. Deanna Madarani. Hiba Dawi. Hiba Dawi. Ali Nasser. Ali Nasser. Mahmoud Mohammed. Mahmoud Mohammed. Mohammed Sob. Mohammed Sob. Eamon Murray. Congrats, Eamon. Eamon Murray. Adam Genova. Yep. Adam Genova. Abdullah Al-Qassab. Abdullah Al-Qassab. Muhammad Ali Baidoon. Muhammad Ali Baidoon. Congrats, buddy. Khalil Hissi. Khalil Hissi. Tariq Shalut. Tariq Shalut. Ali Khan. Ali Khan. Jeffrey, congratulations. Jeffrey Saad. Azat Kedu. Azat Kedu. Giovanni Wagner Payne. Giovanni Wagner Payne. Jamal Jafer. Yep. Jamal Jafer. Get Nadia. Jamal Jafer. Ibrahim Hazimi. Ibrahim Hazimi. Ahmed Mandu. Ahmed Mandu. I'm so happy you're here, Jalen. Jalen Gillette. Asa Robertson. I'll give it a second. I got you. Say quick food. Asa Robertson. Put it in there. Do it. Asa Robertson. I'm glad you came back, my man. Tavion Dowell. Christopher? It wasn't easy, baby. I'm glad you made it, though. Christopher Copeland. I'm glad you made it here, too. Malik Rogers. Give me Nora Nafia. Give me a second. Let me drink some water. You get an extra second up here. It's awesome. Where would you rather spend your time? Nora Nafia. Hiba Nasser. Hiba Nasser. Congratulations. Alexandra Kristoff. Alexandra Kristoff. I've said it 5,000 times. I can't say it wrong. Yasmin Haiti. Yasmin Haiti. Vanessa Elzane. Vanessa Elzane. That's okay. Nora El Hisnawi. Nora El Hisnawi. Sierra Ajami. Sierra Ajami. Megan Zarowski. I know all of you. I just don't want to say it wrong. I didn't know this. Megan Zarowski. Amanda Simon. Amanda Simon. August Studstill. August Studstill. Diamond, congratulations. I told you you'd do just fine. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. I hope you're not nervous. Are you nervous? You should be a little nervous. Diamond Crawley. Sarah Elvalimi. Sarah Elvalimi. Qatar El-Nada. Qatar El-Nada. Hajar Elohabi. Hajar Elohabi.
Lael Hyder.
Lael Hyder.
Zara El-Tawij.
Zara El-Tawij.
Hala Masood.
Hala Masood.
Marquand Johnson.
Marquand Johnson.
Sorry, Marquand. Brandon Foster.
Brandon Foster.
Team man, Jeffrey, I'm happy for you, my man.
Jeffrey Steen. Marquise Russell.
Give me 1 second, sorry, Cameron. Cameron Davis.
Cameron Davis.
Joseph Salinitro.
Joseph Salinitro.
Congrats, Joseph. Reese Tran.
Reese Tran.
James Cagle.
James Cagle.
Tyler Wojciechowski.
Tyler Wojciechowski.
Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson.
Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller.
Jeffrey Roberts, baby.
Jeffrey Roberts.
Congrats, good luck, Jeff. Joshua Russo.
Joshua Russo.
Hey, give me 1 second. Let me switch my cards here. Okay, it's getting a little. I mean, you just enjoy this. This is your moment right here, man. It's your moment. All right, there we go. Firas Ferris. Firas Ferris.
Firas Ferris.
Hassan El-Habhab.
Hassan El-Habhab.
Ali Salami.
Ali Salami.
Hussein Shokair.
Hussein Shokair.
Jamal Al. Jamal Al.
Jamal Al.
Ali Shokair.
Ali Shokair.
Hassan Faqih.
Hassan Faqih.
Haneen El-Mayali.
Haneen El-Mayali.
Miriam El-Assad.
Miriam El-Assad.
Hiba Ashfar.
Hiba Ashfar.
Nadine El-Elayan.
Nadine Elayan.
Nadia Alawi.
Nadia Alawi.
Noor Ali.
Noor Ali.
Congrats, Noor. Husna Duty.
Husna Duty.
Aya El-Hakim.
Aya El-Hakim.
Hend Salah.
Hend Salah. Amal Qasim.
Talia Richardson.
Talia Richardson.
Oh, no. Yasmin Waby.
Yasmin Waby.
Bethany Blacan.
Yes.
Bethany Blacan.
I got to write the important time, Bethany.
Hiba Jaber.
Amira Hushwi.
Amira Hushwi.
Zainab Hazimi.
Zainab Hazimi. Taryn Davis.
Fatima Zagir.
Fatima Zagir.
Neda Masood.
Neda Masood.
Ali Amar.
Ali Amar.
Ahmed El-Rubi.
Ahmed El-Rubi.
Hassan Tiyuma.
Hassan Tiyuma.
Laith El-Kafaji.
Laith El-Kafaji.
Roshan Patel.
Roshan Patel.
Patrick Baez. Baez.
Patrick Baez.
Robert Stingu.
Robert Stingu.
Jared Sussman.
Jared Sussman.
Tyler Sidorowski.
Tyler Sudorowski.
Congrats. Jan Bodie.
Jan Bodie.
Bailey Rowe.
Bailey Rowe.
Hey, I still have about 10 pieces of mail for you, okay? I'll shred those, all right?
What's the
I'm just kidding, Bailey. Don't worry about it. Brandon Kalija.
Brandon Kalija.
Jason Ambabo. Ambabo?
Jason Ambabo.
Dean Buckholtz.
Dean Buckholtz.
Good luck, bud. Noah Ricketts.
Noah Ricketts.
Good luck. Devin Krisniski.
Devin Krisniski.
Nicholas Skinner.
Nicholas Skinner.
Nathaniel Frederick.
Nathaniel Frederick.
Nicholas Bycraft.
Nicholas Bycraft.
Hunter Kuzak.
Hunter Kuzak.
Hold on, I need some chapstick. I'm parched. Millafogli. Zoe.
Zoe Millafogli.
Hurry up! Haley Kunka.
Haley Kunka.
Nicole Rostovsky.
Nicole Rostovsky.
I need some water. Sorry, Alexis. Don't be nervous. You're fine. You didn't trip over there. You're fine. Alexis Oblak.
Alexis Oblak.
Haley Spurgis. You got okay.
Haley Spurgis.
Layla Habhab.
Layla Habhab.
Maram Choker.
Maram Choker.
Rayanne Salami.
Rayanne Salami.
Noor Alzain.
Noor Alzain.
Anna Marie Carmona. This is why we come to graduation practice.
Anne Marie Carmona.
Congrats, Carmona. Sukaina Ali Akbar.
Sukaina Ali Akbar.
Hannah Fawaz. Got you.
Hannah Fawaz.
I'm glad you finished.
Amanda Berry.
Fatima Elzagir.
Fatima Elzagir.
Gada Aitani.
Gada Aitani.
Reem Berry.
Reem Berry.
Hiba Hassan.
Hiba Hassan.
Aya Aboud.
Aya Aboud.
Celine Haydar.
Celine Haydar.
Noor Mazay. Did I get it? Yeah. Mazay.
Noor Mazay.
Hassanain Albaj.
Hassanain Albaj.
Madi Al Ghul.
Madi El Ghul.
Ali Hashim.
Ali Hashim.
Hani Atala. Hani Atala.
Hani Atala.
Hassan Harp.
Hassan Harp.
Congrats, Ali. Thanks. Ali El Zain. Yep.
Ali El Zain.
Good luck. Okay. Mardini.
Yusuf Mardini.
Fredo Haydar.
Fredo Haydar.
Jad Haydar Ahmed.
Jad Haydar Ahmed.
Mazin Bitar.
Mazin Bitar.
Ramsey Bitar.
Ramsey Bitar.
Hattie Dabaja.
Hattie Dabaja.
Ernest Musa.
Ernest Musa.
Hassan Abdullah.
Hassan Abdullah.
Ali El Shahir.
Ali El Shahir.
Mohammed Mala.
Mohammed Mala.
Jawad Kazma.
Jawad Kazma.
Congrats. Hadi Aboud.
Hadi Aboud.
Hadi Mahfouz.
Hadi Mahfouz.
Jad Baydoun.
Jad Baydoun.
Zara Baydoun.
Zara Baydoun.
Joytika Upshaw.
Joytika Upshaw.
Rachel Bonanno. Bonanno.
Rachel Bonanno.
Gabrielle Mabbitt. Yes.
Gabrielle Mabbitt.
Congrats, Gabby. Asia Gurley.
Asia Gurley.
Diana Baydoun. We'll wait a second. That's gone. Just hold on to it. Diana Baydoun.
Diana Baydoun.
Ashley Bain.
Ashley Bain.
All right. Sabrina Ortiz. Yes, sir.
Sabrina Ortiz.
Let's wait till the plane goes, and it's Taylani Dunlap. Yes.
Taylani Dunlap.
Give me 1 second. Rihanna Ackling.
Rihanna Ackling.
I got it. I nailed it. Emily Krolikowski.
Emily Krolikowski.
Camry Victoria Yvette McCreary.
Camry Victoria Yvette McCreary.
Joelle Saad. Congrats, Joelle.
Joelle Saad.
Suzanne L. Dasuki.
Suzanne Eldasuki.
Jenna Talib.
Jenna Talib.
Shaden Musulmani.
Shaden Musulmani.
Dania Elababidi.
Dania Elababidi.
Jamila Elzain.
Jamila Elzain.
Lara Fawaz.
Lara Fawaz.
Allah El Jabali.
Allah El Jabali.
It's Ibrahim Hamoud.
Ibrahim Hamoud.
Hang on, Yusuf. Huh? Said, hang on, let me grab a drink of water.
You know I'm fasting, right?
I apologize, but I just read 200 names.
I can read them for you.
You want to read them? Go on, step.
Really?
No, get out of here.
Yusuf Awad.
Naif Talib.
Naif Talib.
Muhammad Ali El-Mamar.
Muhammad Ali Al-Mamar.
Qasim.
Qasim Yamani.
Abraham Asi.
Abraham Asi.
Hamza El-Habib. Want to get it right. You know. Hamza El-Habib.
Hamza El-Habib.
Faraz Subi.
Faraz Subi.
Yazid Maflahi.
Yazid Maflahi.
Muhammad El-Saif.
Muhammad El-Saif.
Ahmed Hissi.
Ahmed Hissi.
Eric Dessoff.
Eric Dessoff.
Ryan Nugent.
Ryan Nugent.
Ali Wahab.
Ali Wahab.
Ali Bassoon.
Ali Bassoon.
Noor Awad.
Noor Awad.
Qasim Hamadi.
Qasim Hamadi.
Ali Slayman.
Ali Slayman.
Hussein Mortada.
Hussein Mortada.
Zainab Al-Farajala.
Zainab Al-Farajala.
Marwa Hedroj.
Marwa Hedroj.
Lamia El-Fatlawi.
Lamia Al-Fatlawi.
Dalia Nasruddin.
Dalia Nasruddin.
Who is it? Is she okay? Nadine Naji. Naji?
Nadine Naji.
Amina Maru. Amne Maru.
Amne Maru.
I get it? Nailed it. Mariam Bazzi.
Mariam Bazzi.
Zaina Eldarani.
Zaina Eldarani.
Rayanne Jalul.
Rayanne Jalul.
Malak Dashi. Malak Dashi.
Malak Dashi.
Don't be scared. It's Maya Bazzi. I'm going to nail this one. Maya? I'm just kidding.
Maya Bazzi.
Tiff. Tiffany Marzook. Tiffany Marzook. I will laugh. 100% I'll laugh. Reem Habhab. Reem Habhab. Jenna Abu Rashid. Abu Rashad? Jenna Abu Rashad. Batul Nasrallah. Batul Nasrallah. Rima Baydoun. Not bad. Rima Baydoun. Amani El Ghafi. Got it? El Ghafi. Amani El Ghafi. Zara Hammy. Zara Hammy. Osama Al Hindawi. Osama Al Hindawi. Karar Al Hindawi. Karar Al Hindawi. Muhammad Al Salami. Muhammad Al Salami. Omar Oda. Omar Oda. Mohammed Kazali. Mohammed Kazali. Zachary Martin. Zachary Martin. Abdullah Hamad. Abdullah Hamad. Adam Tamani. Adam Tamani. Jihad Elward. Jihad Elward. Jasmine Blakely. Jasmine Blakely. I can't believe it. Congrats, Monet. Monet Cottingham. Morgan Johnson. Morgan Johnson. LaKayla Green. LaKayla Green. Not bad, right, Medina? Class of 2017, number 25 school in the state according to the U.S. News and World Report, $13.6 million in scholarships, 16 AP scholars, 3 with honors, 7 with distinction, and 1 national AP scholar, going to over 30 colleges, 200 of you earning over 500 scholarships. Please rise. By the power vested in me by the Crestwood School Board in the state of Michigan, I will now complete my last task as your principal. Don't, calm down, relax. Class of 2017, please move your tassels to the left side of your caps. Thank you for everything. Congratulations and good luck.
That one was just for you. You were supposed to get that. Thank you. Very, very nice. You guys did a really nice